So I've got a friend who's the CEO of a venture-backed tech company. Recently, he got his phone stolen, and thieves were able to drain millions of dollars from his bank accounts, which really woke me up to the fact that we have a lot of personal information on our phones that can be very vulnerable. So in this video, I want to kind of dive deep into one of the solutions for this issue that's becoming more popular. It's called Efani. It is a phone service provider intended to make your phone more secure. And just as I've been getting more into keeping my digital and financial life secure, this is something that's been more on my radar. So in this video, I'm going to dive into how Efani works, the price and protection details that it offers, and what you must know before deciding whether Efani makes sense for you. And if at any point during the video you want to sign up and give it a try yourself, they have a 60-day money-back guarantee, and you can use the link in the description below to get the best current offer and to support the channel in the process. So let's dive in and start off with how Efani actually works. Well, essentially, Efani is a cell service for your phone that protects you specifically against something called a SIM swap. Now, if you're not super familiar with what that is, essentially a SIM swap is when a hacker calls up your phone service provider pretending to be you. After gathering enough personal information from you, they're able to effectively impersonate you, answer all of the questions that your phone service provider asks, and convince them to activate a separate SIM card and deactivate the old one, aka the one that you are currently using. If they're able to do this successfully, they're going to receive all of your calls, texts, and any account information stored on your old phone. Now, in conjunction with this could allow them to do things like reset your email password, reset your bank password, and really gain access to most things that you have two-factor authentication set up on. And there have actually been a lot of high-profile people that have been SIM swapped in the past and had some pretty severe consequences. So Efani essentially prevents against these SIM swaps by providing you with an encrypted SIM card. On your own, you're then able to easily swap from your current SIM card to the new one in under 10 minutes and keep your same phone number so you don't have to go through any hassle with that. Then if anyone tries to SIM swap you on Efani, they're going to block all of those by default. The way they do that is through an 11-layer proprietary verification process, which is as intense, if not more, than it sounds. Apparently, no hacker has been able to make it through level 3, much less all 11 layers that would be required for them to SIM swap you. And in the extreme circumstances that anyone would be able to break in and cause damages, Efani provides a $5 million insurance policy for their users. So you're encrypted, you've got an 11-step verification process that has so far come nowhere near being hacked, and you got $5 million of insurance as a backstop. Now, as Efani is likely not a name that you've heard a ton of times, you might be wondering about their actual service. Well, they piggyback off of AT&T's tower, so they basically use AT&T's service in order to ensure that you have top-notch cell service. So if you're switching from AT&T to Efani, you're not going to notice any difference in the service itself. But now let's dive into the cost, because for this level of protection, you're likely going to have to pay a bit more for it. In this case, Efani costs $99 per month, which is inclusive of all taxes. And if you try it out and you don't like it, like I mentioned before, they offer a 60-day, 100% money back guarantee. Now, what you get for that is, again, that one encrypted SIM card, unlimited talk, text, and data in the US, Canada, and Mexico, international data roaming, 24/7 customer support, and there's no contract, so you can drop out whenever you want to switch to a different provider. Now, realistically, for an unlimited data plan with one of the major providers, you're typically looking at anywhere in the ballpark of like $60 to $70. So compared to what you're currently paying, it's likely not that big of a step up, and you're avoiding contracts, which I'm a big fan of because it allows for an increased level of flexibility. So an additional, say, $20 or $30 per month could be a pretty small price to pay to save yourself from the worry of a SIM swap, especially if you have significant amounts of crypto holdings or other valuable financial assets on your phone that you do not want being compromised. Now, again, if you do want to sign up, there's a link in the description below, which will get you the best current available offer and help to support the channel in the process. And if you have any questions about Efani, drop those in the questions below. I would be happy to help out. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.